boys and girls. All right, so today we're going to be looking at a new kind of skill. Last week we were working on fractions. This week we're going to be looking at multiplication. And so we're going to review some multiplication facts that we should already know. And so if you look here at our mental math, I've given you two different sets of arrays in equal groups, and I want you to write down what would be the number model and answer that would go with each one of these. Okay, your math message is going to be recording two different ways to solve 9 times 6. So we've learned different ways to be able to solve problems, multiplication problems. So what's one way you could solve 9 times 6? And what's another strategy you could use to solve 9 times 6? Okay, so show me those two ways here. Because today, like I said, we're looking at multiplication facts. We're going to be able to multiply two numbers using the helper fact strategy. So maybe that's going to be one of the ways that you show me. I wonder if you're going to remember how to use the helper fact. What is a helper fact? Okay, and knowing these facts and practicing these is going to help us be able to know them faster without having to draw it out or think about it, right? And this is going to be like when you're at the store and you want to buy things, right? You're not going to want to get out a paper and draw things or write things down, okay? You're going to want to be able to just figure it out in your head. So using that mental math. And so here we just talked about our mental math and math message. I'm going to model and do a fact inventory with you. And then we're going to talk about our helper fact strategies that maybe you used for our math message. I'm going to model using the helper facts to help me solve. Then you're going to show me that you can do that on your own. So these are things that we should already know. Okay, we've learned our zeros and ones. Okay, we've learned our 2s, 5s, and 10s. We've learned that turnaround rule, like the flip-flop. Okay, and then we learned how to use multiplication squares. Okay, those square numbers. So these are all things that we should be familiar with. And if you're not, then maybe this is something that is really good practice. So I'm going to have us look at this graph. Okay, this is a multiplication fact chart. And you can see here it says times. Here it's 0 through 10, and here it's 0 through 10. So what you do is you're thinking, okay, well, what is 1 times 2 or 2 times 1? So that would end up here. Okay, and you would think, what is 2 times 1? Okay, same thing here. Maybe you're going to try to do 5. So you'll be like, 5, what's 5 times 5? That would end up here, and so you would try to answer that. So here, this is in your book as well on page 160. So I'm going to have you guys draw it out here and write on the screen on your slides. But you can also do this in your book if you want to have that, like the paper copy as well. Okay, so first it says they need to have a blue crayon or here your blue marker on the screen. So it says find the 2 column. Okay, where is the 2's column? Yep, right here. So this is the 2's. Then it says let's color this column blue. Okay, so I'm going to get a blue marker, okay, and I'm going to color in the 2's. Just like that. Okay, now let's say these aloud. So it would be 0, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. Right, we were counting by 2's. Now I have to think, how can I use the 2's to help me figure out the 3's? Well, I could just add another group. If 2 times 0, right, is going to be 0. 3 times 0 is also going to be 0. Okay, if I do, let's say, 2 times 2, okay, that's 4. Well, 6 times 2, I can just add another group of 2 because that's a number that's the same. So that would be, this is 4, 2 more is 4, 5, 6, right? Okay, so then I could take this and make it a lighter shade. It says use the same color, but color in the 3's a lighter shade of blue. Okay, so that's what I'm going to have you guys do. All right, now we're going to be ready for the next one. So yours should look like this. Okay, so now we're going to find the 5's column. Yep, that's right here. Okay, and let's say these facts out loud because, again, we should already know them. So count with me. 0, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. Okay, so now how can I use the 5's facts to help us with the 4's and the 6's? Well, again, we could take one group of 5 away, or we could take or add one more group of 5. So like if it's 5 times 5, right, 25. But if I'm trying to do 4 times 5, okay, then I would take one of the groups, okay, and so that would be 20. Or I could add one more group for 6 times 5, so I could say, well, that would be 35. Okay, so you just add or subtract a group. Okay, if I know my 5 times 4, I wouldn't be getting rid of a group of 5, right? I'd be getting a group of 4 away. If 5 times 4 is 20, well, one less group of 4, well, that would be 16. Okay, so you're using the 5 facts that you already know, and you're going to take a group away of the other number. So this says I need to color this green. Okay, and I'm going to color the 5s green, and then I need to do the 4s and the 6s in a lighter green. So this is a little bit lighter. Okay. So yours should look something like this now. Okay, and then now we're going to do the 10s, and we're going to color the 10s in yellow. Okay, something like that. And then it says, let's say them out loud. So 0, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. Okay, so now I need to find the 9s facts and color it a lighter shade of yellow. So I think I'm going to need to go this way. It's a little bit greenish. Okay, so just do your best. So then I could take one group away. Know my 10s, like 10 times 2 is 20. Okay, but then 9 times 2 will let me take a group of 2 away. So that would be 18. Okay, so at the end, it should look something like this. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and pause here. I'm going to want you to fill this in all on your own. Okay, just like what I did, I want you to count out loud like we did. Okay, and make sure that you see that these are going to be our helper facts. Okay, these are the facts that we know. The 2s, the 5s, and the 10s. And I'm going to show you how I can use that to help me in the next part.